Luke 15:11-20, Jesus continued, there was a man who had two sons. The younger said to his father, Father, give me my share of the estate. So he divided his property between them. Not long after that, the younger son got together all he had, set off for a distant country, and there squandered his wealth in wild living. After he had spent everything, there was a severe famine in that whole country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country, who sent him out to his field to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. When he came to his senses, he said, how many of my father's hired servants have food to spare, and here I am starving to death? I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. So he got up and he went to his father. This is the first half of the famous parable of the prodigal son. There is a cast of characters. There's a father, there's the younger prodigal son, then there's the older non-prodigal son. So which one is this parable about? To be clear, the request that the prodigal son makes to the father is an awful request. It's essentially telling the father, I consider you dead, just give me my money now. In a completely believable, foreseeable result, he goes off and squanders everything and is left destitute. So barely to his credit, he gets a job, tries to make his way, but living loosely doesn't necessarily transfer into a bunch of monetizable skills. He's feeding pigs. But a catalyst draws his thoughts back to his father. What was that catalyst? I suggest it was verse 16. They gave him nothing. You see, this prodigal son had a father that gave him something. Well, his employer, well, not so much. So he comes up with this plan. He comes up with a speech. He's going to go back to his provider. Perfectly reasonable, right? But we're about to learn something. This kid knows nothing about the father. We'll also find out the other son knows nothing about the father. This parable of the prodigal son is actually about the father.